This video is probably the most life-changing video a teenager can stumble upon. I do have a paid course, but for this free course section, this is invaluable information. Before my self-improvement journey, when I was about 10 years old, I was given my first phone. And ever since I touched technology, my social life plummeted and I became an introvert, which, looking back at it now, I always thought that I was an introvert, but that wasn't really the case. Because up until I was 10 years old, I was always an extrovert. I always wanted to be out in nature. I always wanted to be out on walks. I was super energetic in class. She just thought that I had ADHD and I had focus issues because I had so much energy. And what took that out was technology. But it wasn't generally technology that was the issue itself. It was social media. It's funny that social media takes away our social life. It's funny how it's called social media, but it's not really social, is it? Social media gives you this fake sense of human connection. And it's fake because people on social media are fake. How they really are in real life is never the same how they perceive themselves on social media. You don't really know who's real and who's fake. Because at the end of the day, you can only know if a person is real or fake if you actually have a human conversation with them, right? What happens when we take that away? What happens if we take away human conversation from humans and we replace that with fake versions of people that are displayed to you on social media? And this fake person that is displayed to you on social media is glorified for his success, for his muscles and six-pack, for his money, for his cars. And you start to feel inferior because you don't have a Ferrari, you don't have a six-pack, you don't have all these women and clothes. Now imagine that the only source of human connection that you get is feeling inferior from the standard. You now feel that you're not worthy of love because you don't meet the societal standard. And the societal standard are fake people on social media. Now you're trying to prove yourself to other people, matching that new societal standard. Your self-identity is the core of your confidence. Your confidence comes from your self-identity. If your self-identity is broken, so is your confidence. And now you don't actually have the confidence to meet real life people. And now, with technology, with social media, it's 10 times harder to get a girlfriend, bro. Think of the 1960s, 1950s, when women were women and men were men. It was so much easier back then to find a loyal woman because the woman's standard for a future husband wasn't so high. The bar wasn't set so high that it is today. Therefore, so many young men are single. It's a way higher percentage than it used to be from the 1950s and 60s for men to be incels. Which brings me to my first point. Find what you're really addicted to. You may think that you're addicted to social media, that is why you're watching this video, but what you're really addicted to are one of two things, and there may be a bit of both. There are three types of people that use social media. One, it's the need for human interaction. Two, it's the need for knowledge. And three, it's the people who produce. We'll get to producing on social media later on in this video, but first we'll talk about the first two. You're always going to be addicted to social media if you lack human interaction. Therefore, the first actionable step of this video is to improve your social circle. Your social circle is your family, friends, and relationships. Which brings me to my first point. You have no idea how big of a detriment it is to be an introvert. You may think that being an introvert is a personality type, but trust me, I've been an introvert and I've been an extrovert. And I can tell you that being an introvert is the most lonely thing you will experience in your life. Life is about human connection. You will never achieve great things in life if you don't get the help of other people, if you don't get the support of other people. Making money is a people's game. Passing that test and getting to the next grade is a people's game. Getting coaching to gain knowledge about your career path is a people's game. Even if you are a lifetime introvert, you must still learn the game of people. You still must learn human interaction. And the only way to do that is to speak to people. If you're starting out as someone who has completely no friends in real life, I suggest you start talking on Discord servers. I have my own Discord server and there's a community of people you can talk to, like-minded individuals, which is quite helpful. Voice chatting over the internet gives you this edge of confidence, which then you can use to go up to real life people and speak to them. Now you should learn how to speak to women, even if you're single, and even if you're planning to stay single. Because the only way to gain true confidence is if you're attractive to women. Only then can you shift your self-identity to truly believe that you're a confident person. There is no shame in dating apps. There's no shame in going up to random females and trying to speak to them. There's no shame in any of it because you're working on your social skills. You'll be much more successful in life if you know how to speak to women, because it gives you confidence, and confidence radiates into abundance in all areas of life. Now, since you've quit social media, you're going to have a lot of time on your hands. You should buy or borrow books that interest you. As a young man on self-improvement, you should already know that knowledge is probably one of the biggest pillars for your self-improvement journey. You need knowledge in all areas of life. I think we can all agree that most young men on self-improvement did not pay attention in school. Now it's our responsibility to educate ourselves. Now, since you've quit social media and you have all of this free time on your hands, you should use it wisely. You should increase your confidence by increasing your social circle and also using that free time to expand your knowledge. Now, do you remember from the start of the video how I said there are 3 types of people that use social media? There are the people who seek human connection, they seek knowledge, or they produce. This section of the course is all about producing on social media. I want you to start leveraging social media. We need to turn this bad habit into something we can use for our own good. Since you now have a lot of time on your hands, you will be bored. You might as well document your journey. Now, before you start getting intrusive thoughts about this and start thinking to yourself, well, no, this isn't for me. He's not really talking to me, is he? Well, no, because I have this responsibility and I have this to do and I can't do it because my family will see my channel. Bro, every single YouTube creator has had the same problems that you're having right now regarding starting a YouTube channel. Now, trust me, bro, whatever excuse you think you may have, I probably had it too. And look at me now. I'm recording this video, speaking to you. Now, the third section of the course is something that's kind of intertwined with the second. You know how we just talked about becoming a producer rather than a consumer? Well, this is what this course section is all about. Start finding something which you can build upon. Let me give you an example here. I am currently studying to pass my driver's license. That's one. That's something I'm building up upon. I still have school, so I still have exams. I need to learn for my exams. That's something I'm building upon. I have a YouTube channel, which I'm currently growing and I'm recording these videos for it. I have a Discord server, so I'm creating a community of like-minded individuals. And I'm currently working on my course, University of Self-Improvement. And there is currently an app being developed for it. So there are a lot of things that I'm building up upon. You can now see how I don't really have the time to watch social media. And once you find that something you can build upon, You can use your new gained free time and put it into that thing you're building up upon. Because the most common problem people face when quitting social media is the feeling of boredom. They don't really have anything to do. So this course completely eliminates that problem. I told you to increase your social circle. I told you to expand your knowledge through reading books. I told you to create a YouTube channel which you can document your journey on, and something you can build upon like a business. I hope you found this guide helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.